Why are you looking at me like that, Colin? God. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Flesh and Blood. I'm Nick, here with Colin and Ryan. We are Team Raising Quell, a subsidiary of the Romping Club. We are here with episode 5. Episode 5. We're calling this one Recaps, Rhinars, and Playmats. Colin and Ryan went to ProQuest yesterday. They both took Rhinar. They both played Rhinar. So I think last week you guys hopped on and tested some Rhinar a little bit. Colin, you showed Ryan the ropes a little bit. So we're gonna hear
a few games.
Yeah, we're gonna hear about how they did. I didn't make it out to a ProQuest this weekend, so I'll sit back and let these guys take most of it, and then we'll recap the Battle Hardened in San Francisco. We have like kind of the meta share and the results from that. Talk about that a little bit. But yeah, so let's just get right into it. All right, so before we jump into talking about the ProQuest, Colin specifically said we have to do some banter to start the episode.
I definitely didn't say that.
He said, Nick, I'm not coming on the podcast tonight unless we banter to start the episode.
Yeah, he definitely threw a tantrum.
He did.
Okay.
So, Colin, what do you have on your mind?
Gosh.
What do you...
The whole point of the banter was that you were going to tell that you just bought that cool playmat, and then I was going to riff off that.
Okay. All right, I'll start the banter. So, the Colin wants so bad.
Yeah, no.
So, I don't know how many of our listeners saw, but oh my gosh, I was in shambles when I saw the picture of the top 8 at the Battle Hardened, the playmat, because they've been doing a series of, maybe they've been doing this for a long time, but the top 8 playmat is like always a weapon, like a signature weapon.
It's been like that for a while.
Yeah, I remember, Colin, you said Battle Hardened Orlando was like Mandible Claw, which was sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Battle Hardened San Francisco, the playmat was Raiden, Duskbane. And I I lost it. I saw the picture and I immediately like tweeted out and was like, somebody put me into contact with these 8 people. Like, I don't care how much it costs. Like, I want one of these. I did. I obviously wasn't going to spend like $200 on a mat. My wife would have murdered me. But like, I needed it. So I was like, man, like, who's there? Of course, Majin Bei's in the top 8. Because he makes the top 8 of like every single Battle Hardened, it feels like, that he goes to on Kano. But anyway, so I DM'd him on Twitter and I was like, hey man, are you looking to part ways with your Raiden playmat? And he messaged me back and was like, yeah, sure, I could do that. So I messaged him and I was like, well, I don't really know how much they go for, but like, if you have a number in mind, like just let me know, like we can figure it out. And then it was actually Colin's idea. Then the idea was to see if he wanted to play me for it on stream, Raiden versus Kano. We do a little Talishar game, Raiden versus Kano. If I win, I get the playmat. And I suggested, so I DM'd this to him. I was like, if I win, I get the playmat. If you win, I'll just like Venmo you like $100 or whatever. Like we'll do like a money match for like actual money. Because like, I was expecting to spend like $100 on the playmat. If I lose, whatever. I'll send it to you. But Majin Bei, I think he was too scared. I think he was scared of me. He said, no, dude, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Long story short, we worked it out. So tomorrow he's sending out the playmat. When he ships it, he's gonna let me know. He's gonna send me the tracking information, everything. I am like fired up. I cannot wait. But I'm a little torn because my other mat that I use all the time is my Via the Vanguard playmat that you guys actually got me for my birthday last year.
Yeah.
So it's now I have these like 2 sweet Bolton playmats. So I'm just, what I'll probably do is just keep them both with me and just like each event, because like my playmat tube or whatever can fit 2 of them. And like, I'll just like switch.
It can?
Yeah, I got one of like the big Game Genic ones and I can fit 2 of them.
That's sick. I didn't know that was a thing.
I got to roll it real tight, like a burrito, but they get in there.
That's That's really great that you're gonna have 2, because I've actually forgotten my playmat at 2 of the last 3 events I've gone to.
What?
Forgotten to bring a playmat, and at the Battle Hardened, I forgot it. And like in the round, I sat down for round 1 and realized I didn't have my playmat with me, and had to go get it from Lost and Found to make my opponent wait. So,
Wait, at the
I'm real
Battle
bad at
Hardened?
remembering
I didn't
playmats.
know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What?
So
Where do you
stressed.
leave it? Where'd you leave it?
Just like wherever we were like meeting, like in the corner with Pedro and all them.
How? Oh, you don't have a backpack. You just
'Cause I don't
carry
have a
your little
backpack, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tupperware.
Yeah.
You carry your
Colin's
Tupperware.
Tupperware.
Yeah. It works, man.
Does it? You leave your playmat everywhere.
Well, yeah, it doesn't work for playmats.
Oh man.
Just cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you have that little like Tupperware thing. Back from when we used to play Hero Clicks. That's what you kept,
Yeah.
because like for Hero Clicks you need like a toolbox or whatever to carry around with you.
Mhm.
But yeah, that thing's still, and I love since you have that, you don't have a trade binder, you have a trade deck box. And people just
Yeah.
riffle through your cards.
Yeah, it's just like an upper deck box.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm happy for you though. After Battle Hardened Orlando, I tried to pick up a Mandible Claw mat from one of the top 8 competitors, 'cause I was like there in person, you know.
Yeah.
And only one guy was willing to sell, and his friend also wanted it, so you know he went with his friend, of course.
Yeah.
So I never got one.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, there's more floating out there. If we ever run into one, we'll have to try to get one for you for your birthday or something.
Do either of you guys have like dream playmats, either real ones that exist that you want, or just like ones that haven't been made yet that you would love to pick up one day?
Good question.
Yeah, it was
For-
via the
for me-
Vanguard for a long time.
Yeah.
For me.
Mm.
So yeah, you guys, what's yours?
Did they do a Lumina playmat? Is that a thing?
I think there is one, but I don't really like it that much because
Oh, really?
the art on Lumina, like it looks cool on the card, but the Lumina art both looks like super purple. Like the way that the artist drew the reflection of the sword off of him, it looks like super purple, which like isn't that jarring on the card, but on the playmat, it's like holy shit, that guy is purple.
Mhm.
It's Thanos.
He's like, yeah. Dude, seriously. So yeah, but Ryan, what's yours? What's your dream playmat?
Man, every time I go to a big event and go to the prize wall, I see that rock playmat just calling my name every event. So that's the mat I want the most out of all of them. I have a high octane mat, which is my dream mat for a long time. But rock is just hilarious, and I think it's great.
You should play a rock at your next armory.
Should I? Yeah, that weapon's
definitely should.
broken. 7 unpreventable. Man,
Yeah.
no, you
I
can't
don't even
waste
understand.
that.
Like, I don't even know how you swing rock. Do you have like it has to be energy potions or like tunic?
You have 3 floating. There's ways to do it. Energy potion, tunic, skullcrack. That's like the main ones.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's too
It's
much.
bad.
But the mat's sweet.
That
Yeah.
is sweet.
Colin, what's your dream playmat?
So if I could just like have any right now, like it's not that original, probably Blood Rush Bellow. Even though I do really just like the Sync Blow playmat as well. But I really hope that one day they have like a flesh bag playmat the way they had like the Crown of Providence one.
Ooh,
And I would love to pick
yeah.
that up if it ever comes out.
Have people playing on your flesh bag.
Yeah.
Sorry, gotta keep
Brute
it fair.
has Brute has the best dirty jokes. It's awesome.
Dude, Brute, they're so horny. Brute is so horny. I'll take you to Pound Town with my flesh bag. Anyways, Colin, you have an Alpha Rampage mat, right?
Yeah. So I'm really happy with my playmat, and I think Ryan probably feel the same way about High Octane, and I guess you do too, Nick. We all kind of have the one we want, right? So it makes it like much less desirable to go spend a bunch of money on new ones.
Yeah,
that's true. Oh, there is another one. The Mechanoid mat was one I really wanted for a long time.
Ooh.
I've only seen it in person one time, and I have no idea where it came from, but that mat's great too.
Dude, who is it? There's a couple people in Orlando that have like some sweet like Bravo mats. I think Brandon, our friend Brandon. Oh, we got to shout Brandon out on something. But I think Brandon has like a Crippling Crush playmat that like doesn't have any zones on it, which maybe or like there's something about it that's a little different, and I've never seen one like that, or maybe it does have. I don't know, but he's got like a sweet Crippling Crush playmat, and then Jamie, somebody local to us, has a pulverized playmat with no zones. That's like,
that's sick.
and yeah, he like it's like super like rare, and it is so sick. Every time I play him and he whips that thing out, I'm like, dude, that art is so
Does he have
good.
it signed as well?
I think he does. I think he has it signed by the
Yeah,
artist.
that's what I thought.
But it was our friend Brandon. He member of the Turtle Squad, subsidiary of the Romping Club. He made a vlog of our time in Atlanta. So did you guys all watch it? I'm sure you did.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah,
it
was wonderful.
Yeah. The main highlights were us playing Flesh and Blood in the car on the way up and down.
Van games, Van Fab.
Van Fab.
Yeah, so it's on. He started a YouTube channel, right?
I think so. Yeah, for the Romping Club.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to watch it, go to the Romping Club YouTube channel. Watch us in Atlanta. Watch me play former child Evan Herndon in a van.
Yep. Shout out Brandon, man of many talents.
There's a clip of me and Ryan at a German beer garden, each drinking a liter of beer together. So that was fun.
Yeah, I'm so mad about that. You told me
what?
you drink 2 liters.
Yeah, and then I got like halfway through the first one. I was like, "This is gonna hurt my tummy," so I'm tapping out.
So I'll never not be mad about that.
And my tummy did hurt the whole next day. So I'm getting old, boys. I'm getting old. So, anyways, we can. That's enough. Colin, is that enough banter for you?
Nope. Let's keep going.
We're both
okay.
We're both going to hear about it after this.
banter. But anyway, so yesterday, Saturday, 420. Oh, did you guys get high before the tournament?
Oh, dude, it was 420.
Did you? You guys didn't celebrate? Just kidding.
Nope.
No,
we're responsible.
Wow, Colin, you're laughing a lot. That's kind of suspicious.
I'm just laughing because like this is a public thing. I'm literally a teacher, and Nick's making jokes.
Dude,
Nick. That's my bad. I forgot. I used to be a teacher, so I should know better. That's my bad. Mr. Bell would never. We might have to cut this out. I might have to cut that out. That's my bad.
Leave it in.
But anyways, you guys went to a pro quest yesterday. You both took Rhinar. So I'm just going to pass it over to you guys, and I'm just going to sit back and listen, maybe ask a couple questions if I think of any good ones, but you guys take it away.
Yeah, I'll go first, since Ryan's story I think will be a little bit longer than mine. It was a great venue, Java House in Jacksonville. Great venue, well judged, good people. All my opponents were super nice. 2 of my teammates made top 8, so I'm super happy. I myself didn't really quite meet my standards I have for myself, so I wasn't very happy with my personal results. But overall, it's a good day. But I don't really, have too much to say. Didn't do as well as I wanted to. Yeah, Ryan, you have a much happier tale. Why don't you tell that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a stressful day. After Battle Hard in Atlanta, I pivoted off of Dash, and I decided to give Rhinar a try, taking Colin's list that he's worked hard on. And I've contributed 0 to, so I just net deck Colin's deck he's worked hard on. The Wednesday before, so last Wednesday, we had a coaching session where I jammed some games on Talishar, talked through some lines. It was really helpful. Helped me with some matchups like Victor and things like that are popular right now. But yeah, it was a good day. Ended up top 8ing. Just a quick run through of my matchups. Started today playing Brandon. Shout out Brandon Akers on Levia. Great player. He loves Levia and he's really good at it. I actually played him in the Armory the day before on Friday, and he absolutely crushed me. It wasn't even close. So seeing him round 1, I was kind of nervous, but I ended up getting there. It was a close game. He saw all 3 Blood Rushes in the first 4 turns and 2 Art of Wars and pitched another, so he saw all his power cards early. So I just played patient and eventually got there.
Just real quick, Ryan, to cut you off,
yeah,
because that's kind of a good segue. there was like almost 40% of the field at this ProQuest was brutes.
Oh yeah.
Ryan and I were the only two Rhinars, but there's a bunch of KO.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there was lots of brute mirrors going around.
Yeah, there's a ton. And speaking of more brute mirrors, I played KO round 2. It was Matt Pollitt, who's a Orlando local. He ended up taking down the event, so congrats to Matt on that.
Yeah, he's been working hard on KO too.
Yeah,
so
he really has.
I'm like really happy for him.
He's a good player. He's won ProQuest before, so yeah, good for him.
And I've heard this is his second at Java, so he just like owns the menu now.
Yeah, dude, he dominates Java House.
But yeah, lost a close game to him. Then moved on to Dash.io, which seems like a really good matchup for me. Coming from the other side, playing mech all the time into Rhinar, it feels good to be on the opposite side for once. Yeah, his list is interesting. 9 boom grenades, so rainbow boom grenades, and he was running payloads to dominate and to string those on-hit boom grenades together. So it's kind of scary. Ended up being close, but just fatigued him out. He ran out of deck. He ran 75 cards, so I I decked him out, so that felt pretty good. Yeah, next match is Brandon, our teammate on Victor. Lost a close one to him. He always beats me, always, in games that matter. He just has my number. It was a really good game, though.
Could you real quick tell the story of Brandon playing you in that team event we played? Just what's the one thing that
I try to forget about it. Yeah, so I think I was playing Dash in like I think it was Dynasty, like the Dynasty meta, right? Dynasty just came out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Outsiders or something. But I was just in the mode to have fun, so I brought Dash with a Mechanoid plan, which before Max just seems like so bad. And it was really bad. So yeah, end up like trying to set up Mechanoid, whatever. He just takes all this damage from me and presents CNC. And I was like, oh, okay, I gotta block this. Block 6. Pummels me twice, 2 red pummels. So Brandon brings up all the time me being double pummeled on a CNC.
Double pummel.
Ever since then, I've never been able to recover from it.
And then in that same game, didn't he pummel a crippling crush on you?
Probably.
Anyways.
But yeah, so yeah, we ended up playing. He was on Victor. Great player. Ended up being a really close match. He got there. And then after that, I was 2-2. So I was like kind of thinking I was out of it. Going into my last round, it was against Arachne. Super close game. He was banishing cards from on hits and almost decked me out, but was able to end the game on a good Blood Rush turn with a Massacre in there. So that felt nice. And then ended up 3-2 on the day. They announced top 8, and I got in there at 8th place. So I was happy about that. Pairing into the first seed in top 8, who was on Viscerai. Now it was open deck list, so we got to review beforehand. So I knew he was on the Arc Knight Ascendancy plan with Slogism and all that stuff in it. Never truly played against it before, though, so I didn't know truly what the lines were. I knew there was a deck tech on YouTube. I forget whose channel it is, so I can't shout it out. Actually, I think it was Breezy, who's a Viscerai player. But I think I got halfway through the video before I got distracted and didn't finish it, so I probably should have finished it. But yeah, it was an interesting game. Ended up losing it. Dude, Slogism into Arc Knight Ascendancy, sending 10 chance at you is just insane damage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I played it close. Had some really awkward Blood Rush turns where I was drawing reds off the top. So just the it wasn't in the cards for me on that one. There's a few misplays I think too, but overall happy with how I played. and excited to keep playing Rhinar through the Pro Quest season.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not. I know you and I were both kind of talking about maybe playing Azalea at a Pro Quest or two.
Mm-hmm.
Are you off of that idea now?
Not fully. I just don't have everything I need to do it, and
True.
I kind of like. I don't know. This is probably wrong, but I feel more comfortable going into a given match with Rhinar than I do Azalea. I have more
Mhm.
reps on it. And I feel like you need a lot of reps with Azalea to be good at the Guardian matchup and some of those harder matchups and Warrior. So yes, I think I'm just going to stick with Rhinar for now.
Nice.
We'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know we were like texting after the event and stuff, and it was super exciting, or it made me super happy to like it was like coming through in your text and everything, just like your tone,
Mm-hmm.
and that like you were really excited that you like took Reinar and you did well with Reinar, which was cool because like after Battle Hard in Atlanta, you were like definitely like like kind of down about how like you just didn't have that much fun playing Dash.
Yeah.
And it was maybe the first event because you've always like enjoyed playing Dash, and maybe that was like maybe kind of one of the first events, or maybe like the first event where it really sunk in, where you were like, man, maybe like I don't enjoy playing this hero anymore. And then like props to you for just like switching to something and trying something new, and it seems like you enjoyed it a lot, which as your friend, I want you to have fun, so it's
Yeah, I
cool.
appreciate that. Yeah, it was fun. Afterwards, I felt like I was seeing Blood Rush in my head just over and over again. I just couldn't get the picture out of my mind. I'll be chasing the high of a good Blood Rush turn for the rest of my Flesh and Blood career.
You got to manifest it.
Yeah,
Manifest it.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but you definitely saw the downsides too in your top 8 game.
Oh
Like when
man.
it doesn't line up or when you have to pitch it, like it's just. I mean, that's the down. That's why a lot of people don't play Rhinar. Like the clause plan specifically is like because you are really looking for three copies of one specific card, and then the rest of your deck is like either to maximize the efficiency of that
Right.
or to make your deck better in between, and you can't really do both, so it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. In the turn he's talking about, I had a Blood Rush, played it, drew into another Blood Rush, and I just like tanked for a really long time. And I was like, do I double Blood Rush here? And in my mind, I was kind of like, fuck it. Like he's turtling
Because
up. I need a huge spike turn. If I draw really well here, I could have so much damage pushed through.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm doing it. Did it. Drew 2 reds, and I was like, all right.
Oh God.
Claw. All right, it was a red Barrage beat down with a claw, so he blocked 2 cards on it. He took 1 damage, I think. Or maybe it was a sync blow, so I don't think he took any damage. And then it presented another claw for 7 and passed. It was like the, the worst feeling of
Oh,
all time.
that's not good. Oh
Took the
jeez.
gamble. I don't think I'll ever double Blood Rush ever again after that. I definitely learned my lesson.
Yeah.
yeah, if you're not closing out the game, it's usually not the right play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was also staring down like 10 rune chants too. So at that point, I
Yeah.
was like, I really don't want him to send those at me.
Yeah, you're like, I just want to try and kill him. I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
It is that Visceral list is really interesting to play against for like a couple reasons. I've only really played against it on Talishar.
Hmm.
I think I played against it like 3 or 4 times. As Bolton, specifically as Bolton, I haven't lost to it yet because I think a lot of it turns into a race, and a lot of times the cards they want to block with either block 2 or all their cards block 2. Like their non-attacks block 2 against me, and their attack actions block 2 against me. So it's like that kind of gives me some advantage, and then I have like equipment that I can use to block as warrior. I have soul shield D-reacts I can arsenal and stuff for the art. Anyways, but in general, I think like just for the general population of any hero, I think you do kind of have to treat it like a race. But like it's definitely it's gonna be like a very tempo back and forth type game. Like you need to race when you need to race, and then when you need to block stuff, like you have to block stuff. And it's
Yeah.
kind of obvious. Like if you block 2 with equipment on an Arcanite, you're actually blocking 4 because you're blocking 2 damage plus 2 rune chance being
Right.
created. So it's like,
Yeah. Me and Colin talked in depth about it afterwards.
ooh,
And
tell me about it.
because we talked before the game, and we were like, all right, we know he's on this plan. I think we just need to race him down. So we brought in like our agile windups, things like that, to try and go fast and make our blood rushes more
instead of Savage
consistent.
Feast, or instead of like D-Reacts.
Yeah, so no sync belows, no
Mm.
fates. We took those out. And after the game, I think we decided that bringing in the more defensive package is probably the move.
Mhm.
It seems like they can reliably get Arknight Ascendancy to go off between Become the Arknight and Rattlebones. I feel like it's easier to pull off than it seems.
Mhm.
But maybe he just high rolled me. I'm not sure. Only have one rep into it, but after that game, I think I do want to bring Sync Belows and Fate for Scenes in, just so I can sit on them in Arsenal and wait for
Mhm.
those big Arknight Ascendancy turns. I think it
Or maybe
requires
it's
more
just one
testing
or
though.
the other. Like maybe just one, maybe just syncs or just faints too. But yeah, you definitely have to test it. And the
Yeah.
list
Yeah.
like isn't as weak to Warmongers because there's like
Right.
Yeah.
definitely turns where they're like, yeah, I'll choose peace and I'll make fucking 8 rune chants pass. Like
Yeah. There's a lot of times they do that anyways, so it's like
yeah, so it's not
there's
like
many
usually.
turns where he took a turn off to play a few auras and create
Mhm.
more chance and then pass, which gives me opportunities to blood rush him or do something.
Yeah,
But I mean, Warmonger is still good in the matchup because it blocks 3
yeah,
chance. So not something I'd probably consider taking out for that matchup in particular. But because if it ends up being an aggressive Viscera, it is really good.
oh yeah.
um,
And if you can like kind of, if you kind of know that he has the Arcanite Ascendancy or whatever, and you play Warmongers, then he can't play Slogism till a turn later. So
yeah, that's true.
anyways, Colin, were you gonna add on to that?
Yeah, I mean, I was just like the turns Ryan's describing where he plays a bunch of auras. That's why we took the D-Reacts out. But I kind of think we should maybe just bring them in and risk it, because I think if we have D-Reacts, I think our deck is just better. Like
Mm,
after watching that game, I think we just have a better deck. I think we just play our best 60, which is the D-Reacts. It's a
yeah,
better card than the Agile Windup in general.
Yeah,
I think we just win most of the time.
yeah.
yeah. If we're able to park him in Arsenal and wait for those Arcanite Ascendancy turns, we can make our equipment
Mhm.
last a little bit longer too. If he's not Slogism every turn
Yeah,
with Arcanite.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I agree with that, but I definitely want to test it first to see how it
yeah,
feels, because I think after seeing the success it's had, I think it's going to get more popular.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because Viscera is such like a loved hero,
Oh yeah,
and the list is very cool.
oh yeah,
Like
it's good. It's good too.
yeah, like the first time I ever saw it, I was like, that looks like fun. Like I
Hmm.
think I would enjoy that, and I'm sure a lot of other people
Mhm.
feel the same way. But yeah, I mean Bolton's basically a rune blade too, so I think I just like rune blades. Um,
He's like being in the light.
yeah, I'm not going to the demonastery or whatever the hell it's called. I'm going to church, brother. That's it, dude. Bolton, if Bolton was alive today in the world we exist in, he would for sure be like fundamentalist Christian, right? Like that's like his whole character.
And here's our new
I don't know
segment.
anything about
Yeah. What religion are the heroes of Wraith? Viscerai. What is he, Ryan?
I don't know.
Protestant.
Yeah. Southern Baptist.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyways. So Colin. Never
what's
mind.
up.
Never mind.
Well,
Sorry.
okay.
Oh man. No, well,
Sick
okay,
question.
Colin. I do
This is
have
why I wanted to banter. We're so good at it.
yeah, we are. No, I do. Can I? What was your record? What did you finish? What was your record?
2-3.
2-3. Um.
Yeah.
Well, I do because I was thinking about this after the battle hard, and I think I said it to you too. There has been in the past a lot of conversation about Elo and like if it's a good system, if it works or not, whatever. And hopefully this still rings true after this event, and you'll bounce back this PQ season. But I think that you are a good example of the Elo system working as intended. And I can explain why. Can I
Yeah, you
explain
should.
why?
Yeah, please
Okay.
do.
I can explain why. Because, like the three of us, we're dads. We have jobs. We have lots of stuff going on. We can't make it to a lot of events like Grind a lot of events to grind elo and stuff. But you, Colin, have consistently over the past, I don't know, 2 years, gone to Battle Hardens, had winning records, made top 8s at ProQuest, made top 8s at RTNs. You haven't?
I top 8'd one RTN once, or one ProQuest once. I forget which one it was. That's it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've only top 8'd like one thing ever.
Oh, what the hell? All right, maybe elo's broken, but
Yeah, because a trash player like me is a decent elo. After
yeah,
one tournament.
exactly.
No,
But,
I still
okay.
think that's true. Like, you still
think
do
so,
well
too.
in like big events like Battle Hardens. I think you do relatively well, right?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
You're
I
not,
mean,
you're not
I
1-3
before,
dropping out of these. Out
yeah,
of these
before this
events.
weekend, I think I only ever had a losing record like once ever in a competitive event.
Yeah.
that sounds right to me. You end up like kind of on the bubble a lot.
Yeah.
But and now your elo, because you put up consistent results, is like kind of in a place that's good enough where you would like qualify through nationals and stuff, like through elo. Like
Mhm.
next, like the window already passed for this nationals. But yeah, and I just think it's a good example of the system working. And I think the farther you get towards the top, the more the system kind of falls apart because everything gets so swingy.
Mhm.
You know, if you're like 1900 elo, like obviously when you lose a game, you're going to lose 20 elo to somebody because they're probably at like 1550 or whatever.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah, I just think it's like, I don't. Do you agree? Am I totally off base?
I mean, I don't know that much about elo how it works, to be honest, but I do know that like I feel like my elo is like where it should be. Like I'm like 1620 something, and I feel like that's about accurate. Like I'm a good player, but I'm not like top of the food chain or anything. Wait, Nick, did you and I play at a ProQuest top 8 once?
Probably. I feel like I've top eighted like. I feel like the
Yeah,
opposite
I think
of
I
you.
did. I think maybe I'm wrong.
I think
I'm
you
just
are wrong.
forgetting.
Yeah, I
I
think you are
think you
too.
beat me once, and I lost to Tom once, then I lost that ProQuest final to Rob. So I think actually I have top 3 things.
Yeah.
You're right.
No,
At
and then
least.
like literally last month, you were #1 seed at an RTN, going into top 8. Remember? And then Carlos dumpstered you on Azalea.
Dude, I forgot that too.
Yeah, you've literally top 8'd like
Oh wow.
5 ProQuest or RTN.
So yeah, that's 4 things. Huh,
Dude,
okay.
Colin's
Wow,
just
dude,
trying
I'm
to be
doing so much
humble
better.
on the
trying
podcast.
to be a hum. No, dude, he's
I
just
just like
fishing for compliments.
no, just like literally like I just like today specifically after playing bad yesterday, I was like looking back and I was like, dude, I'm like I've never even done anything in this game. Why do I even practice? But I guess maybe I have done a couple decent things.
You have done a couple decent things. You're a good player.
Yeah, like have
But
fun.
that's dude, Colin.
Having fun
Anytime
the thing you accomplish, man.
No, I'm not here for fun, Ryan. I'm here for the
All
EV.
business.
Colin,
If I can't quit my job to play Flesh and Blood, then I'm failing.
facts. Dude, Michael Hamilton did it one world. So there's
Yeah,
like
no,
one
right?
difference between you and Michael Hamilton is he has the courage to quit his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one difference, courage.
Yeah.
Colin, but this is a good example. Colin, I'm gonna put you on blast a little bit. You
Oh,
have
gosh.
been known after an event where maybe you don't do as good as you want to just like you kind of just are like, oh my
Yeah.
god, what am I doing with my life? Why do I even play
Yeah.
this game? And then like 3 days later, you're like, man, I kind of overreacted. Me and Ryan are like, yeah, man, welcome
yeah.
back.
I think that's super.
Yeah.
I think that's super relatable though, because I feel like I do that sometimes too. Like
Mhm.
after
yeah.
after Atlanta, I was just like, man, I feel pretty down about myself as a player. But then like the next week, you top 8 or at PQ, so it's like, yeah, you just
Mhm.
gotta tough it
Yeah.
through.
I think we all just
And-
talk too much, and then like we just all say too much to each other about how we're feeling about this
Yeah,
game
we're too
and in
close.
general. Yeah. But yeah. But no, yeah, dude, we've played in lots of top 8s at PQs and RTNs and stuff. So I'm still climbing out of elo hell. The first event I ever went to in my life. No, it was like the 5th event I ever went to, but super early in my Flesh and Blood career. Nationals was in Orlando, so I played the Calling, and I played this like janky Bolton deck with like freaking Pursuit of Knowledge in it and shit. Like it was awful. It was
Dude.
so bad. Won my first round. I was like, oh my god, this rookie's about to take down this event. His name's Nick Streak. Went 1-6, played out the whole thing. It wasn't rated at the time, but then when they like started doing elo, they retroactively rated it, and my elo dropped to like
0.
14-10. It was like literally dropped like 14-10. So since then, and I don't get to play that often. So like every time I'm in a rated event, I'm like, shit. I really have to claw my way back. So now I'm finally back at like 1540 or something. But I look at my elo and I'm like, I think I'm better than that. But also like I can't close out events, so whatever.
Yeah, we need to figure out for you like mid-event something to like inject you with like
I need
some
a coffee.
caffeine. Yeah.
No, dude, literally I need coffee. I need to go get a coffee and like
Vyvanse.
oh
Yeah, take a second dose.
yeah. Go. Yeah. Guys, this is a public podcast. No, but like genuinely, I think like after round 4 at an event, like I need to go. I either need to like plan out beforehand, like okay, like I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna like grab a coffee or something, or just like go outside and get some sunlight. Like, dude,
Yeah.
in Battlehard in Atlanta, we were like literally in the basement of the convention center, like in this massive, or I don't know if it was the basement or whatever, but we were like halfway through the day, and I think I told Ryan, I was like, Ryan, I need to go outside. Like, do you want to come
Yeah.
with me? I was like, I need to just go like lay in the sun because I have not seen daylight. I mean, we're Florida boys. We need the sunshine.
It's true.
So, but yeah, I need to, or just like bring energy drinks or like I don't know, but I don't really like energy drinks. They
Yeah.
like make me jittery.
Make sure you play like an aggro matchup halfway through so you can go take a quick nap in the car or something.
Yeah, because I do. It is. It's usually around like round 4 or 5. Where I get a little sleepy. But anyways, are you guys going to any other pro quests before the end of this season?
I'm more than likely going to one this Sunday.
Nice.
At the collective, and then I'll be going to 2 the following weekend for sure.
So, dude, you're grinding this week or these past couple weeks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, when Al's
for
like,
you.
yeah, I could maybe go to Amsterdam. I'm like, all right, say less. I'm gonna go try and get us to go.
All gas.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, win
Yeah.
a gold foil, like what's
Sell it, get a plane
subsidize the plane tickets. Dude, if I know Alexis, she's down to go to Europe and spend your money.
Oh
She's
yeah.
down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing Anna to Minneapolis with me.
That's cool.
So
That'll be awesome.
yeah, it'll be a good time.
Ryan, are you doing any other pro quests?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so not any this coming weekend, but the next weekend after that, I'm gonna do 2. So I think we'll be at them together. Saturday at the Haven, and then I'm gonna watch you play music that night, Nick.
Yeah, play music at the pub. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully celebrate a victory there. And then
absolutely.
And then Sunday after, I think all 3 of us are gonna go to Kingsway, right?
Yeah, that'll be a super fun weekend. I can't.
Yeah.
This coming weekend, I'm gonna be in Alabama. I'm gonna be in Alabaster, Alabama, for my little sister's wedding. She's getting married, so congratulations to her. So yeah, we're gonna be over in Alabama. Can't make it to any pro quests. I don't think my family would be okay with me missing the wedding to go to a pro quest in Birmingham.
Yeah,
maybe there's one in Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's one like in Birmingham or somewhere. Like,
yeah, you
stop.
can make time.
Stop giving me ideas. Stop it.
I'm
Dude,
looking up on the event locator right
Please
now.
stop, dude. No. Maybe no. No. So yeah, going for a wedding, but then the following weekend, I'm not gonna go to the Haven on Saturday because like, if I did I would have to leave the event probably early anyways to go make it to the pub in time to set up to play music. So if you're from around Central Florida or you're gonna be in town for ProQuest, come out to the Castle Irish Pub in Orlando. We're gonna have a good time. If Ryan wins the Haven ProQuest, he's gonna buy the entire bar a round of beer.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So no, he said you heard it here first.
Okay,
folks.
fine. I'll do it.
But yeah, so playing, and then the 5th we're gonna play at Kingsway. So that's the only one I'm gonna go to. I'm not gonna play Azalea, by the way.
Oh, you're not?
No, I played like 3 Azalea games into Victor, and no thanks. No thanks.
Really?
Like I'm sure, like I don't. It would take me a lot of time to learn how to win that matchup, and I don't have a lot of time to learn it, and I don't really care to learn it. And Bolton has a good Guardian matchup. And now that I've been playing a lot of Azalea, I think I understand how to play the matchup better as Bolton into Azalea. So I'm just going to bring Bolton.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
That practice, I think, helps for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was super helpful. So I'm definitely going to try to branch out more and like at least play different heroes like at armories and stuff and understand how different heroes play better. So I think that'll be good for me. But anyways.
Until Zen comes out and you never play another hero again.
I am super pumped about Zen. I really hope he's like kind of like a beefcake ninja, like that can block.
If it's anything like his art, he's definitely a beefcake.
Yeah, dude, he's jacked. But like I just want like a mid-range I can block you ninja.
Yeah.
And he might create Zen state tokens somehow, and those prevent damage. So like, yeah, I want a ninja that can block. That's another thing I learned playing Azalea. I hate not being able to block. It like sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. It's like I don't even have the option to block. Like, what are you taught? What? Like,
I mean, in general, Mask of Momentum and Kodachis, even though I know he's gonna have a new signature weapon, Mask of Momentum and Kodachis are like the go-to control strategy because like gets a card from you every single turn. And if you can just do that and block, that's a control deck.
And we're playing Boomer Fab. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, and it's confirmed. His weapon is the pole. I don't remember what it's actually called, but I looked it up on Wikipedia.
It's like Tiger Tamer.
The tiger something, the Krakatoa something.
Looking up polls on the internet.
Yeah, look up polls and flesh bags on the internet.
He should have just had
I looked up what the name
chair.
of the weapon
Tiger
is.
Tamer.
Like
that'd been the best weapon.
Yeah, with like a whip.
Yeah.
He's like a circus ringleader.
A Zen ringleader.
That's like his Bravo Starvo show.
Oh my god. Yeah, when are we getting Everfest 2? That's what I want to know.
Please. Hopefully never.
Yeah.
People always say they don't have enough potions around their decks.
Yeah, so true. I convinced myself like for all right, this is the last thing I'll say and then we'll get back on to talking about Battlehard in San Francisco. I convinced myself that Zen is going to be able to run some of the like blue potions with Go Again because it's like you play a potion with Go Again from Everfest. And then every like Transcend triggers and like you get your chi back if you play one of the new instants or whatever. So I bought like 20 blue cold foil potions from Everfest.
Did you actually?
Oh yeah.
Do you have them with you? I want to see them.
No, they're in the closet back there. I don't want to get them. But yeah, I bought like 6 Talisman of Balances, which is one that like puts a card in your arsenal. Then I was like, shit, what if I
You know what's great about that is that God. You said you love being able to block, and then you want to put potions in your deck.
Yeah, and like 6 instants that don't block either.
Yeah.
And Art of War. Oh man,
that's a beefcake of a deck.
But no, then I realized with Talisman of Balance, if I've pitched a chi and then like shuffled and stuff at any point, there could be a chi on top of my deck that's only a resource card that I then put into my arsenal. So I would have to run standing order to clear my arsenal. Just in case.
That sounds like a great deck.
Yeah, dude, we're on our way to breaking it. Anyways, so Battleheart in San Francisco. Let's talk about it. Colin, do you have the numbers?
Oh, I think I do.
Putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I got them. What do you want? Top 8?
Anything you got. Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay.
Oh, you there? You cut out. We can't hear you.
And then behind that, Victor at
Colin?
Wait.
Your thing cut out.
Hey, hello. Can you hear me now?
You sound really far away. We're leaving this in, by the way.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We can hear you, but it's...
Oh, there he goes.
All right, everybody. We thought we had Colin back right here, but it turns out we didn't. We don't have any of his audio the last like 10 minutes of the podcast. So I'm just going to give a quick 30-second rundown of what we said. Um, Essentially, we got the breakdown of Battle Hardened San Francisco, top 8, the represented heroes. Azalea and Prism were the most represented with 10 each. And then Dory and Kasai both had a lot of representation. Um, Basically, the biggest takeaway for us was that like Prism is very real and very good, and people are gonna play her, even if she's not good. People are gonna play her, and that Kasai is also very good and very real and very scary. So if you're like us, and maybe just making it out to like I don't know a couple pro quests this season, be ready, have a plan for Prism and have a plan for Kasai. Know what those decks are gonna do, and be ready to face them because you'll probably see them. And then yeah, KO is still probably hands down like the best deck in the format. Um, Ryan brought up how he was surprised there was only one Bolton at the event, and I kind of agree. I was surprised that there was only one, but if there were some people who were on the fence about Bolton, they're not just like 100% Bolton stans, and they expected Dory and Kasai to rise up in the absence of Dromai, that would definitely be a reason to not bring Bolton because that matchup, the Warrior Mirror for Bolton, can be a really tough matchup to navigate. And just, I mean, plainest way to put it is that it's just not a very good matchup for Bolton. It's hard for him to win those games. I don't think it's as hard as the Dromai matchup ever was, unless you completely high rolled the Dromai. But yeah, that's a reason to not bring Bolton. I'll still be bringing him. I still have plans that I like into those decks. I don't think I'm favored, but I have plans that I'm comfortable with. But anyways, that was pretty surprising. But yeah, the Illusionist Simps, they're going from Dromai to Prism. That's what it looks like. So get ready to kill some Spectra and get ready to get ALS locked. It's going to be a good time. Other than that, the PTI I think is like just now wrapping up as I'm recording this, or maybe the finals are starting. Oh yeah, and Ryan brought up the Betsy list that top aided Battle Hardened San Francisco, and said it looks just like pretty much like a hard fatigue Betsy deck, which is pretty cool. I haven't looked at it myself, but yeah, that list is floating around there somewhere. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so sorry about the technical difficulties. This was not 30 seconds of recapping what we talked about. This has been a couple minutes now. But yeah, thanks for listening. If you stuck around to this point, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great night.